Hey guys, thanks for coming to my webinar. My name's Caleb with Yard Sign Ninjas. We're a yard sign wholesaler. I just wanted to start by thanking our dealers that already buy from us. We appreciate your guys' business and thank you so much. And to the new dealers that are here today that have never ordered from us before, we really appreciate you guys coming too. This is my first webinar ever, so bear with me if it sucks, but I appreciate you guys coming. And I wanted to do this webinar because if you make signs, I'm your fan, and I want you guys to do better. And I feel like I've learned some things along the way by talking to our dealers and some previous work that I've done for a dealer where I just wanted to help you guys grow and become better and offer you tips to help you do that. So if you've never pursued a political campaign before, this is for you. This is to give you a more well-rounded approach to pursuing political campaigns in the future. And if you have pursued political campaigns before, some of this might be review, but I believe that it's going to give you a more well-rounded approach as well in the future. I used to work for a dealer before I worked here for the wholesale side, and we did a ton of political campaigns. So I just wanted to share that stuff with you guys and stuff that I've learned by talking to dealers since I've been working for Yard Sign Ninjas, and hopefully it'll help all of us grow, because when you guys do better, then we do better. So we just all want you guys to win. So I'm gonna share my screen with you real quick here. Sorry about that. All right. So we're gonna do webinars probably quarterly or maybe every month. And so this is about political campaigns, but they're all going to be about helping dealers grow their sign businesses. And this one's a focus on political campaigns today. So some elections you could pursue are local, state, and federal elections. Local elections are going to be probably smaller quantities, state elections, medium-sized quantities, and then obviously federal elections are going to be big quantities. These are going to range mostly from 1-color and 2-color signs, sometimes full color signs, but I know a lot of wholesalers charge for a full color price even if you have a 1 or 2-color sign. So we don't do that. So that can save your customers money there and help you get your foot in the door. A great resource for finding elections is called Ballotpedia. I like to think of it as Wikipedia, but for elections. So you can just go to Google, type in elections 2021, Ballotpedia, and they can arrange them by date, which is really important because when you're pursuing political campaigns, you want to plan ahead. I'm just going to show you guys right here. This is all scheduled elections for 2021. And you want to plan ahead. So I would urge you to probably choose as soon as the filing deadline happens for that election, then that's a great time to go start calling people and start emailing people and letting them know you want to make their signs for them. And so I would probably start around here in July, just so you give yourselves plenty of time. Because if it's less than a month, you stumble onto an election and it's happening in 3 weeks. Either they have signs or they're not getting them. So that's one great resource. Another one is elections by state, and I just chose Virginia just because I know there's a governor race going on there this year. And so when you go to the state and you click on the race, then it's going to give you a list of candidates. This is awesome because when you click on a candidate, then it's going to show you who they are, and then it's going to give you their website, their campaign Facebook, which is my personal favorite because it's got the most concise, easy to find contact info, and it's always in the same place right here under their about on their Facebook page. So what I would do if I was you is here's their email, send them a quick email. Doesn't have to be too wordy. I could just say, hey, this is who we are. This is our, your business name. This is what we do. We do political campaign signs, and I just wanted to just push the quality of your signs, the quality of your business, maybe send them some pricing, and then go ahead and give them a call. Their phone number should usually be listed too. Give them a call, say, hey, this is so-and-so from wherever, Signs Unlimited. And I was just calling to see if you guys, see if I could talk to somebody about printing your guys' signs for you. We do political campaigns, and we wanted to be a part of your campaign. So, and by the way, I sent you an email and telling you a little bit about us, just so you know to look for it, so they know that it's not spam or whatever, and they won't pass it up. So I kind of showed you the candidate list already on Ballotpedia. And it's loading. So we went to Lee Carter. Great. We talked to Lee Carter. He's in. You're good. That doesn't mean you have to stop there. Then you could just go on to the next person, on to the next person, now all the Democratic guys are done. Boom, move down to Republican. This is not, Republicans buy signs too, Democrats buy signs too. This is not a partisan issue when it comes to signs. You're just losing half your business right there if you cut that off. Another great resource for finding elections and candidates is called politicalcandidatedirectory.com. And here it'll sort all of them by state. So you can just choose a state. Boom, here we got all of our incumbents right now. Most of these people are gonna want to be reelected. So that's easy. They're gonna give you their office phone number and office email, and you can call them directly. So it's a great, easy way to get a hold of these people. And then also down here, you're gonna have the challengers for the next election. Get a hold of them too. Sometimes they aren't gonna have all the best contact info right there, but between Facebook and Google, you can find out a lot there and find out a phone number or an email for them. Another resource that I love is Secretary of State websites. So I just chose Michigan for just so it was easy. And so you can go to your Secretary of State website, put in your information, what county you're trying to find an election in, search by county. It's going to give you the contact information for the Secretary of State, county clerk. And I mean, the election's going on in their city, so they're going to be happy to tell you all the information you need. A lot of times they'll have a list, and it'll, especially with more local elections, smaller elections, the list will have their name, their phone number, their home address, email, everything. It's really nice. And it's just a huge list of every single candidate for like all the elections. So this is a great resource. This is one you want to pay attention to. And then I just would Google top political consulting firms, because then you can find campaign managers. This is like the top 5 Democrat, top 5 Republicans down here. And you can just click on one, scroll down, go to their Facebook. Thank God for Facebook, right? It's so easy. So here we have an email, here we have a website or a phone number, repeat the process. And just hit these guys up, blow them up, say, hey, I know you guys are have political consultants here, and I just wanted to see if we could be added to your vendor list. We do political campaigns. We're looking to print signs for political candidates. So just give them a call, let them know you sent your info over, and boom, you're good. I kind of mentioned the vendor list. Vendor lists are great. You can go to Republican headquarters websites, Democrat headquarters websites, and subscribe to their email list. That's going to send you an overwhelming amount of emails all the time about what elections are coming up, what candidates there are, what the biggest news is on whatever election. And that's going to give you a lot of stuff that just you might not have thought of before. Like, oh, I didn't know about that. Let me check that out. Google it, figure it out, find out who you're looking for, and contact them. And you can also call the Republican and Democrat headquarters and do the same thing and say, hey, this is Caleb from Signs Unlimited, and we were wanting to know if you could just add us to a list, and every time you have a candidate looking for signs, just shout us out, give them our info. Another one of my favorites is the aapc.org. This is a great place to find political consultants. And you can just go, I just went find a consultant up here, then advanced search, because these are all campaign managers for the most part. You can filter by state, choose a state. Here, 20 per page, all these names, more than 5 pages of people. Boom, there you go, you're welcome. Webinar's over, just kidding. But so you can just go, okay, Tom Anderson, Optima Public Relations. Google him, Google his company, get the contact info. This guy does political campaigns for a living. So if you can reach him and you can get him to buy signs, after he buys signs, he's going to leave that campaign. He's going to go to another campaign. He's going to remember you if you did a good job. So that is so important. Can't stress that enough. Also, you want to stay organized when you're doing this. It's so easy to get some momentum going, like, oh man, I'm finding all these candidates and all these elections. This is great. Tomorrow, you want to pick up where you left off, or you got busy because some weird happened with the printer and you had to fix it. 3 hours later, you come back, you're like, man, who did I already talk to? So you need to be organized, get an Excel spreadsheet going. This is a sample one. Okay, Joe Biden, candidate, email, phone number, location. What did I say to him? When did I first contact him? When did I last contact him? When did they last contact me, and what did they say? And then you can actually go in and I think like right click, new note, say they emailed you and said, hey, that sounds great. I love your pricing, love your company, like your energy, like you guys a lot, want to use you, but I don't have an election until this fall. I'm not starting a campaign until this fall. Copy that email, paste the whole email right here, and then you'll have that in your notes. And then whenever you want to click on and see what your notes are about, when you come back to it, you could see that, oh, hey, I'm supposed to also put in your calendar so it reminds you. And email him, say, hey, just send him his email back to him if you want. Like, hey, you said you wanted to talk to me. It's fall. Here I am. So that's important. Record the information, follow up. Following up's important. That's another great reason for the spreadsheet. So you can keep track of where you left off. Like, man, I haven't talked to this guy in a month and he didn't say no, but he didn't say yes. I'm gonna hit him up, see what he's thinking now, see what he's got going on now, because these guys are really busy. So the more you can reach out to them, it's not gonna be too much. It's if they tell you, hey, leave me alone, you're blowing me up too much, well, you can put that in your spreadsheet too. but I don't think they will, because they're super busy. The last thing they need is having to go look on Google. What was that company's name again? Okay, this is a really important slide, one of the most important, I think, because so many times I have dealers calling me saying, hey, I got this bid. Can you give me a quote for signs? Because this guy wants 5,000 signs for a political campaign. I'm bidding on it. 2 days later, gets back to me. Hey, sorry, we lost the bid. That's so frustrating for me, because I know it's frustrating for you guys, and I want you guys to do better. That's why I'm doing this stuff. And when you guys do better, then I have more things to do, and I'm busy, and my day goes by quick, and I feel like I'm helping everyone out. I'm helping out the community. I'm helping out the country. I like that. So winning, I want to help you guys win your bids. I don't want to overstep. I don't want to tell you what to do. You've been doing this a long time. You know what your bids are. You know what your overhead is. You know what your profit margin needs to be. But I'm just trying to give you a few guidelines to respectfully try to help you guys think through it. So check out the prices in your area. If it's a local election, you probably already know what the other guys are charging. But if you don't, you might want to find out, because you don't want to get underbid, and then figure out your cost per sign. Say you use us, you're going to ask me for a quote. I'm going to tell you what it's going to cost you to make this sign. And then from there, you need to choose a profit margin, right? The industry standard is about 12% to 35% for your profit margin. If yours is way more than that, good. That's awesome. If you're still winning bids, that's great. But let's say, just for the sake of, in case not everyone here knows what a good profit margin is for bidding, a small quantity, you want to do a higher margin, more towards 35% profit. If you do larger quantities, you can get away with doing a little bit lower of a margin, because there's more quantity there. The most important thing is bidding on your future. You're not bidding on this job. You're bidding on every job after this. You're bidding on getting your foot in the door. You're bidding on your future. Don't lose money. Don't take a loss. But definitely, if it's at all possible, especially with the first one, or like your first interaction with a political campaign that you're bidding on, if you can get a little lower, I would try to get as low as you can without losing your tail on the deal. You don't want to make these signs for free. You don't want to not make it worth it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, once you win that bid, you're in, baby. Your foot's in the door. And from there, I think, yeah, campaigns come in cycles. Remember that. Campaigns come in cycles. So just because, you didn't make as much on this first one, you better believe if you do a good job and you do right by that campaign manager is going to call you next campaign he goes to and next election cycle that comes around. These people are running for re-election all the time. So this is like, once you get going and you get your name out there, it's gonna be so helpful. You won't even have to do all these things I'm telling you guys to do now. With like hitting all these people up and trying to drum up business and push your business and try to print signs, like it's just gonna start coming in the door by itself once your name gets out there, once you get your foot in the door. So yeah, I can't stress that enough. All right, why use Yard Sign Ninjas as your provider? Well, I'm glad you asked. Most campaigns will need a high quantity and 1 or 2 color signs, and they need them fast. We printed over 3.7 million signs last year, and we thrive in this high volume area. Like I said before, a lot of those wholesalers, they charge you for full color no matter what. I mean, I know not all of them do, but if you're using the few of the big ones, they're just charging you full color, even if you have a 1 color sign. And like I said before, those local elections, state elections, a lot of those guys are using 1 and 2 color signs. We don't do the blanket pricing. We charge, if you're doing 1 color, we charge you for 1 color. If you're doing 2 color, we charge you for 2 color. So this can save you money and save your customers money and make it easier for you to win bids. we can do a high volume in a short amount of time. 10,000 signs in 3 days. Our printer prints it takes 5 seconds to print a 4x8 sign, and the quality is better. No offense to your signs or the signs that you guys might order. I'm not trying to like belittle them or anything. I just know that I believe in our signs because I've seen our signs and I've seen other people's signs, and other people usually do the matte finish. That's standard. That's normal. That's great. But ours are completely different than that. We do what's called a primer UV gloss coating that protects the sign for 18 months or more, and for weatherproof for 18 months or more. And the signs just look shiny, they look better, they look more professional, they look official. And if you're going to Signs 365, those signs don't look like that. They look like great signs, but it's not the same. And you guys can call me after if you want, or in the chat, ask. I'm going to do a poll in a little bit, and you guys can talk to me after the webinar, and I can send you samples so you can see the difference. I always tell people we have a screen printed quality with a digital printing turn time. And most people don't believe that it's like as good as screen printing quality, but I think it's better. But I can send you some samples. You decide that for yourself. You be the judge. Our pricing, nobody can beat it. If you're in this webinar, I've probably sent you too many emails about some of our pricing and trying to get you to sign up with us. I just think that once you see our pricing, especially in 1 and 2 color versus the competition, you're never going back, baby. You're gonna be here for a long time. We're gonna do right by you. We're gonna make some money together, so let's do it. Next thing that we offer that kind of sets us apart is our customer service. We have an online chat, and we have real people that you can talk to when you call, like me. And me and the rest of our customer service guys care a ton. That's why we're in customer service, because we care. We want to see you guys do better. We're fans of yours. If you make signs, we're your fan. Seriously, I know there might be competition out there, but we're not about that. We just want everybody to do better, because if you make signs, we like you. We want you to do well. This is our website where you can sign up. This is kind of for you guys who are already on our website and already buy from us. That's the Polybag website, and we're transitioning right now. So this is a little sneak peek on what the new website's going to look like. It's called Yard Sign Ninjas, and I'm sure you've probably heard that name, but the website will be live next week. And for now, if you want to just go to HTTPS, all that stuff, yardsignninjas.com or order.yardsignninjas.com, then you can sign up, and then you would just go create an account and all that. So another great thing about us is that we offer blind shipping that gives you a seamless order, so you never have to touch a sign. So how that would work is your customer would order from you, you'd send the order to us. We would print the signs, box the signs, ship the signs with your information on it and none of ours to them directly. So in case you don't know how blind shipping works, most of you probably do, but yeah, it's great. It's a great resource to have. Another great thing, especially when you're doing Democratic campaigns, a lot of them need a union bug, and that's just like a little logo in the bottom right, left, middle of the sign that says this is a union. This was printed by a union shop. So even if you're not a union shop, we can do that for you. So that's going to make it easier for you to be able to pursue political campaigns that are Democratic and Republican, because a lot of Democratic ones won't even talk to you if you can't print a union bug. So now you can have the confidence, go out there with the confidence that, yes, I can print your union bug. That's a great seller. And then obviously what sets us apart lastly is our free webinars that help dealers grow their business. like I said, this is the first of many. We're gonna keep on doing this. Hopefully you guys can give me some feedback and let me know how it went. Please tell me some things that I could do better or some stuff you guys are interested in learning about. I'm happy to help you guys. I do want you guys to do better and I want you to succeed. I know everybody had a hard year last year and I'm excited about this next year coming up. I think it's going to be really great. I think everybody's excited about leaving 2020 behind. So, all right, now I'm going to do the poll question. Launch poll. Stop sharing my screen. And I'm just going to give you guys about 60 seconds here, and you can answer the poll question. There's just one, and then we'll do some questions and answers in the chat. So if you guys have questions, I'll read the questions in the chat, and then I'll probably just do the chat right now since people are asking questions and looks like people are done with the poll. Someone wants to know, can we get a recording of the webinar? Yes, I'm recording the webinar and I'm going to send it out to everybody. So if you got to go, please leave and you can go handle whatever problems going on since you had to step away for 5 minutes, because I know you guys are working hard out there. And I'm going to send it all to you. I'm going to send it to all of you guys. Okay. Another person wants the copy of the webinar. Oh, a copy of the presentation. Yeah, I can send that to you also. I can send you a copy of my presentation as well, if you want that in addition to or instead of the webinar. Just email me. My email is caleb@yardsignages.com or caleb@polybagplanet.com. Is there a CRM program that you would recommend that is more user-friendly for printers? CRM, I don't know what you mean by that, but CRM, I guess, I don't know, people use, I think it's called like Signvox or Shopvox. If you're talking about like a email CRM that does email campaigns, SendGrid is a good one. Yes, we are a union shop. Yes, we can do union bugs on signs. Yes, those are all the questions I've received so far. Maybe there's more in the chat. So yeah, if you guys are interested in talking to me afterwards, we can set up a Zoom call and I'll email you and we'll figure it out. And we'll schedule some dates, okay? I think that's everything for now for this webinar. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for being the best part of Yard Sign Ninjas and Polybag Planet. We appreciate you guys.